Yes. Okay. So, we're at little after you guys were going to the blacksmith, and you guys kind of like heard like a kind of like an eldritch blast kind of like going off, and then like the bartender kind of like flying out of the tavern's doors.
Was this from the tavern that we just walked away from?
Yes.
Oh. Can we
It
see how the bartender is doing from our current position?
that's gonna be a perception. I'll let you to pick. Okay.
That's a 9.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah. So you don't see, you just like see him like fling into the other like wall, like out of the tavern. Oof.
wasn't that the bartender from the tavern?
Tavern we burned down?
Uh, did the tavern burn down?
No, it's still intact.
No, it's still intact. But I've never heard of a bartender being thrown out of his own bar.
Alright, the goodness of my character makes him help him up.
Let me help him up. You go
Yeah.
over to him. You go over to what looks like a tiefling, short red hair, female, and like kind of like off-colored eyes, and she looks beat up. She's like, fucking I, and then like she's like, thank you, lad. Kind of like glances over to the door.
Everything okay over there?
Alright, let me go ahead see. You want me to roll perception to see if I can see inside and see what happened?
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay. So, as you're looking towards that direction of the tavern, the door and everything was actually basically flung like kind of like out of the hinges and stuff. And you kind of see like a lot of people kind of like glancing out like and then glancing to this other person, which is basically kind of like a hooded figure with like a little tuft of pink and stuff like that, and holding out like a hand, kind of like menacingly. They're like,
So, with that perception check, do I look on the bartender that was thrown out of the bar? Do I see any blood on that? Are they bleeding or hurt or anything?
um, they're just kind of like bruised up.
Okay.
Yeah, like disheveled hair all over the place, and
Is ask the bartender, is that the person who threw you out?
I was just we're asking for information, and I'm not supposed to tell about other customers that came over here.
Cool. As she says that, as is it a guy or a girl? But as the bartender says that,
Mm-hmm.
how this guy from the guy that threw the person from me?
They're about 40 to 50 feet away.
Cool. I
As
start walking inside.
a child, kind of like screams, like with
I'm
in the
following
background.
close behind him.
As I'm
Mm-hmm.
walking inside, as soon as I get within 10 feet of the person who threw them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to uh as a bonus action, I'll cast Vow of Enmity on that person, so I have advantage on all attack rolls against that person.
Okay.
And as soon
Don't
as I get
roll.
close, uh, let's see, what am I wanting to do? Do I want to slam them or do I? I'm gonna just
Okay. Let me grab.
hold on, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. All right, so he doesn't know. Okay, so I'm like, this is me talking to the guy. I'm like, so you like throwing little people around, huh?
Oh,
Um,
Everyone just
they
pinches the bridge of his nose. Here we go again.
okay.
mm,
We're gonna go grab our
I'm playing
thing.
my character. He's a paladin, so I have to do this.
Your oath of vengeance too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
What are you doing, Vicky?
Uh, listen. We're gonna have to get him out of here, but I can't do anything without my guitar, so we're gonna have to run back to the shop. Uh, do your
You do
thing.
that.
Watch me.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah, right. We'll be right back.
Okay. Um, as you said that, the hoodie figure is like, I have no business with you, the likes of you. Looks at.
bet as he does that, uh I need them to do. Hold on, I gotta figure out where this thing is. Oh, I just had this. It shows me exactly what they need to roll to save.
Vicky's like running like towards a
Yeah, no, it's
blacksmith.
fine.
Yeah.
I need. Where does it show me that again?
Where are you trying to look at?
It used to tell me like what kind of save that person has to do.
What are you trying to do?
Uh, channel divinity. Okay, right here. Hold on, here I'll send it. I can't read it.
A wisdom saving throw.
It's got to do a wisdom saving throw of 17.
Okay.
If
So.
not, he's frightened by me in my
Alrighty.
presence. Miss, come on,
Let's see
fail
how it
that shit. Fail
do.
it. Oh, he's frightened. So he can't move and he's frightened. So I'm
And
just like, are you sure? I was I'd
and
watch that tone with me. I'd watch that tone there, child.
he kind of like they kind of like step back a little bit, but then grab like their like an with their hand, kind of like takes out like an amulet and kind of like rubs.
I tell him as soon as I see them moving, I'd roll intimidation with the 27. Tell him like, don't try anything funny or you'll all die here with him.
Let me
I'd be very
see.
cautious of what y'all were doing.
Let me see if he.
27.
Oh. He kind of like
Yeah,
pauses. All right.
don't try that shit with me. I suggest you apologize to the barkeep, unless you just don't feel like living another day.
He looks at the barkeep.
And if anybody can see my aura, it's like going from like a goldish red to just like red. Like he is. I'm like really debating on killing this dude for hurting somebody.
He's going to actually give me an insight.
Insight? Alright, bet.
Hmm.
Where's insight at? Oh, the one thing I'm not fucking proficient in?
I made
Jesus.
this roll as well.
Oh yeah, 22!
22.
You don't even.
All right, let's see how. Let's see where is he? Oh yeah.
Deception? I think it would be.
Yes, I know. Mmm.
Mmm.
Uh.
Oh, by the way, he has okay, never mind. Disregard speed on success. Creature speed is half for 1 minute. Okay.
And you could tell that he's actually kind of like moving his fingers a bit, kind of like in a spell.
As in a spell.
Oh, he is trying to do cast fear on you.
He's trying to cast something, huh?
And give me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yes.
Advantage on wisdom saves? Being a paladin? No, I just have advantage on being poisoned. Does anything in a paladin give you from being feared, though? No, it doesn't look like.
No. Wisdom save 13?
Divinity.
Wisdom save 13, you said.
Yep.
That fails. So, as you kind of like look at him, you suddenly start to kind of like see, uh, what you fear the most, and in your mind, you are super afraid of it, and which basically is fear. Uh, when frightened of the spell, creature must take a dash action to move away from that person.
Can I slap Alphonse in the back of the head as I see him failing his wisdom save and starting to get scared to give him the advantage?
You don't need to
Give.
sleep in magic. Can't put you to sleep.
Yeah, a lot. You kind of like you see him and you just like slowly like tap his shoulder. All right,
No,
give me.
I'm flat out slapping him in the back of the head.
Okay, give me another wisdom save. But since you're gonna take that, the give one. Still fail. Wait, yeah, 13 and 14. So yeah, they both fail anyways. He's still starting to become scared, and
I'm looking through my stuff to see if there's anything that can stop me from. I'm looking at my spells.
And I won't get the spells to do anything for that for a couple more levels.
Well, I could cast bless on myself and boost. What would I have to do to pass that?
pass what? Oh yeah,
To pass this.
the save.
The save.
Then I mean, you could cast bless, but you're still scared of whatever whatever in your mind you're starting to. Those fear kind of like creep into your head while he starts talking, they start talking.
All right, cool.
So
As soon as I'm starting to see that I'm starting to become feared by fear starts coming up, I'm gonna go ahead and cast command on the dude that I have frightened.
right. All right, what does it need to do?
He needs to do a Wisdom 17. I'll post it right here.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage on the save
Okay.
because he's feared. So he has to do a 17 to beat.
All right.
And the command is flee.
Commander's what? Oh, the
Command
command
is
is
to
flee.
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 Yep.
All right. Charisma save, you said, or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Got it. 20. So you
No, it has disadvantage.
Oh,
So
right.
he has to roll twice and take the lowest.
Alrighty. Oh.
Nat 1! Yay!
Alright. So as your fear of him, and then you like run, right? Or flee. And
Flee. So he has to run. He has to literally run outside and like just keep running until he with the Nat 1, he's just gonna. I don't know. That's up to you. That's your call.
Yeah. So
So that's one spell slot
so
used.
he kind of like freezes, and then he gonna look at you like, I hate you. Goes and like starts
As
like
he
booking past you.
exits the door, I cast grease in front of the door.
That is attention before interventions. Standing near must see the dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Okay. Dexterity time. 21.
Damn.
So
Damn.
you cast the spell and he just pops over and he's like starts to
He
run.
just slides through it.
Yeah, he starts to run off somewhere off in the distance now.
And I look around like, so, how's everybody doing? Anybody else have something to say?
And you hear him say, "Curse you, interloper!" Or
Curse you, Perry the platypus!
yes, curse you, interrupter!
I
For
turn
interrupt.
to the barkeep. So what do you want with you again?
Information. He just wanted to know about the Emerald Lions. Yeah, specifically.
Oh, just so happens to run into us.
And they specifically want uh you know person named Tamara Damon, Emerald Demon, the leader of the Emerald Lions, and I told them have not seen them. And
Yes.
they casted a spell, I think, and just and then said did not, and they just use force. And then like you could like tell like are you inside the bar or outside where the bartender is?
No, we're in. Well, I'm inside the bar,
Mhm.
looking at all these people that just watched this guy throw the bartender out.
Yeah, like a lot of people started to leave when this was happening and stuff, but there's only a few of them, except for the bard, which is basically kind of like putting away their things and just like empty bar, almost empty bar.
I'm pretty sure they're all fucking intimidated by me with that 27. So.
A lot of
That's
people
great.
like yeah. So the bartender like, and of course, yeah, they were really adamant about information. You know, didn't disclose why they wanted this person's information.
Hmm.
And you look around, it's kind of like the now empty tavern, except for the cook, which is basically came from the back, and he's kind of like has this frying pan out. He's kind of like as a weapon. He's like, "Oh, everybody's gone. Yeah! What are you doing? That's not your dirty
Don't worry.
clothes." Hmm.
I made
No,
sure
that's not your
nothing
dirty
bad
clothes.
happened in here.
You had a
I made everybody run.
for mistreating
Right.
your partner.
Uh, and then like the cook is like, "That's my wife," and like goes over to the bartender, kind of like try to check, their wounds and stuff like that, and tries to like check and stuff. And I was like, we should get like a bouncer. Yeah, I agree.
Abby, I was here to stop her from getting hurt by this fucking pathetic person putting their hands on a woman.
I think I think like the bartender's like, I think this person is a woman. Yeah, so
It don't matter. It
but
does
yeah,
not matter to me.
but
Picking
yeah.
on somebody helpless, not
Oh,
something
damn
I
it.
take kindly to.
Yes. Well, thank you for helping me out, helping us out.
Of course. That's what us paladins do.
Thank you, lad. and you kind of like hear a little kid in the background like basically running, running like yeah. So hey, hi.
Hello there.
Hello there, little one.
Hello there.
They interrupts me while I'm D&D. Um, yes. So you just hear like a kid kind of like screaming off in the background, like, or and then like the mom kind of like getting him back in his or her arms, and just like yeah, it's basically just random kid. So yeah, that's happening. Uh,
Let's put your pants on.
so what are you gonna do now? Sorry.
That's why my red shirt is me. Which red one?
Well, we're gonna have to wait for the bar to come back.
Over there.
Do you want to sit down? I could we could give you some
Blue
food.
one is yours, but two
That would be
reds
much
are
appreciated.
I am good. I, being a
That's
warforged,
why
do not
you
drink,
got
eat, or sleep. But the gesture to my brother, or my
I'm gonna squish you.
favor,
Let go
would be
so you do your pants,
appreciated.
please. No.
Don't
My
call me
family.
that.
Let
You're-
go, please.
you're-
Seriously, no.
Your kid, shut. It's like Chelsea.
Here, puppy. Put
Alright.
this on.
Okay, so sorry about that. She's like slowly stands up, with like the cook kind of like
One,
grabbing.
push me far. Kyle, push me again.
Mm,
Doggy!
Does noise suppression help with that?
Why the dog is
let me see if I can do that.
Mhm.
Why the dog is here?
Stop, dude! I'm doing something. Hello? How about now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. All right, so sorry about that.
All right,
Um,
so there was no fight. I pretty much scared this dude and the dude or chick. I didn't really care enough to check
mhm,
because my character was so mad that they
mhm.
failed everything, so they ran away.
Yeah, so the bartender's like, I'm sorry for the mess, and goes and kind of like goes behind the bar. You see like chairs kind of like flown off and like kind of like chaos in there, but there's a couple people there kind of like having their head down, kind of like don't they're like tired or drunk. So you come in, you come in the bar and you sit, and the cook goes in the back, and the bartender's like, what can I get you?
Omelet would be fine.
All right. Um, looks at
What are you doing?
looks at
No.
Alphonse and be like, do you want well,
You don't want to listen
maybe some bolts, nuts and bolts?
You're nasty. You're so nasty. Come on.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I
You
feel
know,
about this.
you know like wrenches. You eat wrenches, right?
I don't eat. I have no sense of eating.
Oh, all right then.
Edward could probably take those and fix if anything ever happens to me. He could try to fix me with
Hmm.
those stuff.
All right. And then she goes and like writes down the order and just kind of like like attaches it to like a little wheel, kind of like like in restaurants.
Mhm.
Put it over and like you see the cook, which is blonde hair, green eyed human, kind of like waves and just grabs it and starts to like
Come on, put your pants on.
cook the food. And so yeah, that's happening. That is happening. And then you know So that's happening. So meanwhile that is happening, I'm gonna switch over to the bard. Meanwhile with the bard. All right, so you're running towards the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
All right. I believe the blacksmith was over this way, right? He just points over to what he believes is right.
Don't kick me because you're gonna hurt my nails. Don't kick me.
Yes. Right
Because you already
about
hurt
here
one
and
of my nails
here, and then
yesterday.
she's like,
Because
like
you kicked me, and then I need to. You pick my
wherever
nail
that
and it
was.
hurts. Yeah, because
Just
you're a
goes
bad
and
boy.
kind of like leads you to the blacksmith. And, yeah.
Well, hopefully if it's who I think it is, they're not giving the boys too much trouble or anything like that.
Yeah.
But if we're going to help, I'm gonna need my trusty guitar, and you're gonna need your daughter.
Yes. Daughter. Oh. My flamethrower. Yes, Artemis.
Right, I forgot the name about it for a split second. Don't mind me. He opens the door to the blacksmith.
All right. So you open the door. You see the same guy there, and he's like putting away some things and everything, and um you know and there's like about he's like putting down like 2 boxes on the counter, and he looks over like, oh, hello there.
Hi, we're back. How's the progress on our equipment going?
um Everything at this point, out of character, I think it's been like about an hour or two already, probably. And he's like, it's almost like you need a little bit more tweaking, but you know. And he kind of like pats the boxes. Is like, the there are these here, but all I need to do is just put in the strings again.
Yeah, no problem. I can do that.
For sure. All
And
right.
everything else.
Hmm?
And also, hi Eric, welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Whoa.
All right.
The party with the exception of the brothers is currently in the at the smithy, and we're trying to get our stuff back.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Just bringing you up to speed. Nothing. Well, something is happening, but nothing at this particular shop is in danger.
All
And
right.
and since you were with pick, you just bamf into the blacksmith.
I pull a nightcrawler and just bam.
Bam. And so I was like, whoa, whoa, bad.
Hi.
Has your invisibility spell been active this entire time?
I don't think I have invisibility. Just pass without a trace.
Is that not the same thing?
No, there's
And
a difference.
then you see like a bird, like not not Jackson, but like there's like a pigeon on Pick's head, and then he looks over. He's like, "Hey, I'm the one that gave you invisibility. Hi."
Oh, cool.
It's a pigeon.
Hi.
Hi, I'm the invisi pigeon.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You should meet my friend. His name's Jackson. And then I just call for Jackson.
Jackson comes into the door, like, "Wah," and just goes on top of this where your shoulder is. Flaps wings, looks at the pigeon, and like starts squawking at him. They start bird talking.
So I understand what they're saying.
Actually, give me nature.
All right, nature, cool.
11.
Okay, so you kind of tell what the gist of what they're saying. They're basically kind of like started a conversation like, um, Jackson. You just hear little words, tiny words, like, "What are you doing here?" And then the pigeon is like, "I don't know. I just wanted to just land on your friend's head." Big bird.
Well, he can go ahead and deal with whatever that is as Figgy starts to put the strings back together on this guitar.
Right.
Oh,
And tomorrow
since I'm
takes.
here, what about my bow? A long bow.
He just like takes out the guy just take the guy just kind of like takes out a box and he's like, "Yep, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome." All right. So, for the specifics of those, it's the same. It's like the same damage type, but add like a plus, uh, plus, 2d4 of like thunder damage.
Okay, so plus 2d4 thunder damage.
Oh no, Figgy, sorry, Figgy's has
Oh, Figgy.
2d4 thunder damage.
Okay, so plus 2d4 thunder damage to the club. Got it.
Yeah, kaboom!
Smack.
Let's smack. As for the bow, it's basically just a regular bow, but like at Lego. 1d6 of random element.
Oh, do I have to roll for the element?
Yeah, it's gonna be a. Well, there's so many. There's 10 of them, so d10. And so yeah, it's whatever the quiver, the arrow is on your quiver, it's you roll, it's gonna be like randomized arrows. So is it, yeah, 1d6 of random element. So there's that. As for Tamara, she's like looking at it, she's like, "Oh, that's great. More fire." And maybe cold.
More power, baby. More power.
More power. All right.
More power.
And then the pigeon on Pig's head is like, "See you later." Flies away.
Yeah, see you.
Oh, my name's Vicky.
Oh, Vicky. Hi, I'm Pick car.
Vicky. And she just flies away.
Mhm.
Why is there a lot of birds in the sky? Never mind. It's normal.
Yeah, isn't that where birds are supposed to be?
Yes. I forgot that. I forgot that. There could be migrations of birds over here. You actually like hear that like in the distance. Yeah.
All right. I think everything is in working order now.
All right.
Thank you again, great for your assistance. We'll be making sure to come back to you when the time is right. Oh, wait. One more thing. Do you have anything on hand that is particularly useful for, say, quick protection for giant people?
Giant people.
Like big hulking people.
Giants. Goliaths.
Well, maybe about the size of a Goliath. I'm more so thinking about the size of a Warforged.
Let me see what I can do. And then goes, below the counter, just starts to like fumble through, throwing back like wrenches and stuff. And then he just goes through. And he's like, no, I don't think I have anything for that. and goes and pick up everything what he threw into a basket.
That is unfortunate. But perhaps I wasn't really describing the situation as best I could.
Mm.
But anyway, we're wasting time here. We need to go back. Hopefully you're not closed by the time we come back. But thanks again for your help. Good, appreciate it. All right, guys, let's go.
All right.
Someone's like, thanks for the upgrades. Right? So you go out. As you're heading out, and I think it's elapsed like about 30 minutes. So give me a perception.
Okay.
All of us are just
All of you guys.
Piggy.
All of you guys.
All right.
Everybody, including us in the tavern.
No. The ones that are about to go back to the tavern.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I got a nat 1.
Oh, god dang.
You notice the trees are green.
I noticed the sky is blue.
No, you think the sky is green because with that one perception.
I got a 14.
14? Okay. Pick basically just like is distracted by all the birds in the sky. And you see the
Looks at concrete floor. Yes, trees are green.
Are those birds in the sky? Oh, pretty. Right, and then for Figgy though, the corner of his eye, kind of like, on his, right, you see a familiar, like, robe figure kind of like running away and kind of like shouting, curse you, interrupters! And just kind of like walking, kind of like not too close, but like in the distance, kind of like running away from the direction of the tavern. Not see, not doesn't see, just like kind of
Oh.
like.
Biggie doesn't know exactly what's going on, but is it possible that he can roll an inside check to kind of like get a gauge of the situation as to why this particular rogue figure that he thought was going to be a threat is currently running away from the tavern?
Yeah, give me the insight.
While he's at it, can I make a check to see why the birds in the skies are there?
Yes,
Like,
go
is it like some sort of time of year?
Actually, pick inspiration because you asked that. Oh yeah. Okay, so you could actually tell why they're running away from the tavern because they got scared. They got commanded to flee, and this person does not like that.
Okay, so now the idea has to come quickly is that, okay, I think somehow she got scurried away from the spot, and she's not really paying attention to us. So one, we need to get out of the way, but I also don't think it's smart for her to just walk away, and get away with it scot-free. So, anyone have any idea how we can probably trap her?
I can, hit her with an ensnaring strike.
That could work.
And that does what exactly?
Just wraps a vine around them, takes away their movement speed, stuff like that.
How strong does it work?
They take a bit of damage because, thorns aren't exactly that helpful. But like, as a pretty decent ranger, I like to think that my ensnaring strike is cool.
Or we could just trip her, Tamara says.
What did Tamara say?
Tamara's like, oh, we just, I don't know, like trip her with a rope or something. I mean...
Okay. Alright. But if we do that, then we'll have to signal them to let them know, hey, we caught something. Okay. Everyone got the plan ready together?
Like, what are we doing? That's like, what are we doing?
Well, boss, you tell me. Do you want her caught, or do you want her to just run away to try to do some naughty things? She is running down an alley.
thinking. I would say snaring her would be a better idea, so she won't move. Um, what you guys?
All right. So, and you said you're pretty good at ensnaring things, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, get into position so that way you aren't seen, and when the time is right, when she's just about to pass us, without seeing us, then do what you need to do.
Alrighty-yo. I want to go ahead, set up my new longbow and
Mm-hmm.
fly so that I can. Wait, it just says I just need to make a weapon attack. So like, I don't know if I want to hit her with the full force of a bow.
Okay.
You get a melee attack and you kicking them, tripping them, punching them.
Yeah, so like, I'll probably just. Can I like use like fly upwards and swoop down to talon strike them to do it?
Um. Yeah, you could do that. Like you just swipe. You go fly up and then you just swoop down.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do.
And just kind of like grab them, or like.
Yeah, with my feet, my talons.
Okay. On their shoulders, so it's like what? Okay.
Hmm.
And they pick them up.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay. So one. Let's see. Is it
I hope.
going to be with the ensnaring strike too? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me. So you're flying up, diving down. Give me one acrobatics.
All right. Cool. Acrobatics. 15.
15. Um. You swoop down, grab this person, and while they're running, on the shoulders, and give me a strength check to see if you'll be able to like
Okay,
carry them.
just a raw strength.
Yeah, raw strength.
Ooh, that's even worse. All right. Here's hoping. 9.
9. So you grab hold, you try to, lift them, kind of slips out of your talons. They're still like doing the whole like Scooby Doo, like kind of like running with their feet out of the air. He's like, what? No, hey! And then your talons kind of like slip, and now they're on the floor. They're on the floor, kind of like flop with vines.
All right. Actually, snaring strike. They gotta make a strength check. If they
Okay.
pass it, it withers away.
Okay, so they're on the floor. They flop in. Let me just grab their sheet and be like, leave.
Hmm.
If I can put, where is a character sheet? I'll do this manually. I'll do this manually. Oh, what happened? Sorry, you became robot for a sec there. All right, so strength check. You said.
Hmm.
15.
Let's see. That fails by 2.
All right, so they have vines all over them, like
Yep. Yeah.
like
Now their specific wording is
Yeah, baby.
they're restrained by magical vines.
and you're like and like face on the floor, it's like kind of like mumble on the dirt floor, like.
I have no idea who this is or why we caught them, but I did it.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So that one. All right. Cool. She's caught. Tamara, you go ahead and secure her with the rope, and I will go ahead and let out a signal to the brothers to let them know, hey, we caught them.
Okay. Cool. Tomorrow's like, sure thing.
Make
So
sure the guy got mouth. We don't want her casting spells, and make sure to bind her hands. We don't want her. Also the fingers, especially the fingers.
Paper mouth. Got a paper mouth strap.
oh no. Okay. All right. Yeah, she goes and grabs a rope and starts to like. And then all the while, the hooded figure starts to like curse. Oh my god, really?
Was there a lot of commotion outside?
Um,
happening?
actually, give me perception.
Bet.
Cookie.
Perception. Oh, that was Zach.
Yeah.
19.
So you hear the commotion outside.
So me, I go investigate it while he's eating.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Okay, as they attempt to do that, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery, but I'm gonna yell it. Is it possible for me to cast Vicious Mockery in a way in which like it won't hurt the brothers when they hear it, but it will hurt the pink hooded figure? Because I want to like echo it out to let them know, hey, we caught this person, but at the same time spew out an insult.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I mean,
Yeah, because vicious mockery is just like a targeted person.
yeah,
So it's not like it's gonna hurt them.
Right.
All right. So I will be attempting to cast Vicious Mockery as a cantrip because obviously it's a cantrip. And they need to make a I believe they need to make a save, right?
Yeah, the wisdom save.
Okay. Need to use a wisdom save. Wisdom save DC is 17.
All right. Oh,
Ooh, if it
17
beats, it
exactly.
beats.
All right, they beat it.
All right. Well,
What do you say to this person?
What's the best way to describe it? Does anyone remember the old YouTube vid of the dude constantly swinging his great sword saying "Gotcha, bitch"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Just imagine that is being played loud on speakers.
Oh my god. And then like Tamara kind of like helps out with thaumaturgy when she's rubbing.
So the brothers just hear a really loud "Gotcha, bitch."
Huh.
Why
Not expecting that.
you got me, but like, what the fuck? That's that's the hooded figure. Like, the fuck, man.
Look, I'm just as lost as you, hooded figure, of whom I know nothing about.
You know what? Come to think of it, we don't really know. I don't really know her name either, but I do know one thing: she is not to be trusted. And for now, we're just gonna take her someplace in which, well, let's see. Tamara, do you have a gaol or a jail or something?
Yes.
All right. Well, hopefully, let's go ahead and grab the brothers, and we can take her over to the gaol.
Yeah, and like Tamara kind of like has like this tape and just like puts it on her mouth. Okay, no talking for now. And then you kind of see like some people are like, or they're there. Some people are there, kind of like they're like, what's going on? Oh god, oh god. And then you kind of see like some of the guardsmen that are like kind of like where the Crimson Moon's outfit kind of like start to like walk in that direction, kind of like with their swords, and you like as Tamara like quickly picks her up and be like, all right, where are we going? Where the fuck is Klein? She just realized, like, oh, what the heck is Klein?
Isn't Klein back at the hotel?
car, Miss Jackson?
He declined back at the hotel.
he, well, last time we saw him, yeah,
Yeah, I believe he was taking a very long nap. He
very
shouldn't be
long.
out. He shouldn't be going out and about. He did drink quite a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So did the brothers finally catch up to us?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you guys barely cutting and catching into the scene.
Hey, so I believe this was the one that you somehow chased off earlier?
What is up with God?
Right. Well, we managed to catch her, and she's been following us for quite some time now, and it's been bothering me a lot. So you did make sure that her hands and fingers were also tied up, correct?
Yes, and I took her weapon. Like, has like the weapon and like a like a long sword like wrapped in like claws. Like,
All right, sounds good. So, uh, we're just gonna take her to the nearest jailhouse, and then we're gonna attempt to interrogate her. I feel like that's the best course of action. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think we would probably need someone of a big hulking authority to help with the proceedings.
yes, just like as you're saying that two Crimson Moon guards being like walks over to her like the problem.
Yes, there is a problem. This person is a stalker. They've been stalking us for about 4 towns over, and quite frankly, the bartender.
What is going on? That's what we heard from tavern commotion from the other, you know, peoples, and one of them was like, uh, so about the stalker thing, and the other was like, as long as they did an actual crime, like I don't know, kill people, and the other was like,
They
what?
hurt the tavern keeper.
I guess that that is also a crime.
Yes,
Yeah. So
yes, and it just so happened to be at the very same tavern that we were just at.
Hmm.
for shame.
You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that that is somehow not a coincidence.
No, not a coincidence. Look, they glance over at the hooded figure and be like, hmm. All right, we'll help you out with you know, um, lock and key his person.
Also, we have reason to believe that she has some form of magical capabilities. We don't know entirely all of it 100%, but that is the reason why her mouth and her hands are all bound up.
It was like, I thought it was for something else. The other one kind of like elbows him like, nah, no.
What type of shit do
Out
you
in
guys
the
go
open?
to? Exactly,
These
out
things-
in the open?
Other
No, you.
there's not that much people at the moment because like they kind of like fled. Um,
I think we have a little bit more class than that.
the one that like kind of like elbowed him, kind of like elbowed the other guy, like, sorry for my co-patron here, like, and he just kind of like shushes him with like, you know, kind of like finger to his nose, like, and then the other one's like, fine, okay, sorry.
Uh, we'll forgive it for now. Just help us with this suspect, please.
All right, we'll see what we can do. And they kind of like waves like three other like, you know, Crimson Moon's knights. Oh, we got ourselves a troublemaker. Come on. The three kind of like come in, it's like surround you guys and mind if we take her or do you want to take her?
Well, we don't know where the jail is, so you'll have to take her for us.
Go ahead, boys. Take her. He just grabs them out of Tamara's hands. Like she's like here, here. grabs the hooded figure, and at this point I think they're already knocked out. Yeah, they're knocked out cold for the moment. And they
Just remember, she does magic. I don't know exactly what type of magic it is, but just be aware.
go
Can I
to
make an Arcana check?
yeah. You give me Arcana.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Alright, so looking at this hooded figure, you could pretty much tell that it's some sort of that they have some sort of dark magic within them.
Ah,
Though from something you cannot comprehend at the moment. Alright,
well, I'm just gonna keep that to myself.
got it. Okay. So, so they start heading over to the prison area. Slowly, do you guys follow?
Given the circumstances to help us, but with our own personal investigation, we should probably follow.
Right. Okay. So, you guys follow, and you guys follow about where this is leading right here. So the party is right. It's like a little small jail. Kind of like looks like kind of like one of those buildings where it's kind of like a Renaissance-y, but like at the same time it's been like a little bit worn out. Those arches and stuff like that, and the windows are kind of like barred with like iron and stuff, and there's about like 2 stories, and it's pretty big, a little bit big.
I see.
Describing is okay. So kind of like these like kind of like iron and wooden doors. They go there's 2 guards in their front. One of them is like, let us pass. We got a criminal. All right, boss. They open the doors and they just go inside. And you guys follow suit.
All right. Place is a lot more rustic than I would have given credit for, but hopefully this works out rather nicely. Oh, by the way, does anyone know of a man by of a dragon ball by the name of Silverhand?
The guards look at you kind of like and you guys can see like there's some recognition there. You're like, ah yes, Mr. Silverhand.
Is he perhaps nearby?
Man, not that we've heard from, but we did hear that he's gonna come to town in a few days. Yeah, this guy's big
I just
money.
whisper over. I just whisper over to Piggy. Who's Silverhand?
Oh, Silverhand's the person that helped us get the job that we're currently here for the reason. Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why we're in this town in the first place.
In the background,
Okay.
like
Yeah, because like I felt a little weird being the only person who did not know who Silverhand was in this room.
Alright. So that and then like one of them it kind of like notices Alphonse and Eric be like, ah, um, this a knight. Oh, I've heard about your knight before. Like type of paladins out there.
Did you know?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, from legends and stories.
Legends. What legends have you heard?
Well, legends of them fighting great evils and stuff. As like they put like as they put like the hooded figure kind of like in like a cell for now.
You know what happens to my kind?
No, but you only like heard about stories about them like fighting off evildoers and stuff of legend. And now for the first time seeing one such as yourself.
I see.
Yes. And that's like the one of the young knights and stuff that are there.
All right. Well, how long does it take for, say, an interrogation progress to start or get scheduled and ready to go?
Well, we can probably schedule it about a day or two, depending how you guys want to do things. And then well before that you have to and it just takes out like paperwork, like not too much, kind of like a packet, like a small packet, paperwork
Ah,
and yes, paperwork and your signatures and like, a couple stamps and well you make it official. Uh, are
are
you
the
guys from like an investigation party or
uh not entirely 100%. We're more so part of a guild called the Emerald Lions, I believe it's called.
and with the original Emerald Lions, Tamara kind of like poses like right, Tamara's like ha right, and then the knight is like, you said Emerald Lions, huh?
Why, yes, that is correct.
Pick's first time hearing what the actual guild is called.
Well, Emerald Lions, you kind of like these a bit. Yes, that group. Um, well, luckily their leader isn't here, at the moment. Our boss would not like it if they're here. Tamar kind of like whistles in the background.
Uh, wait, why?
You see, Crimson Moons do not like the Emerald Lions for what they stand for. We, as a military force, would like to conquer the world someday. And they're against that.
The fact that you're so brazen enough to even just say that particular phrase,
Well, yes.
Yeah, like who conquers the world? The idea of that is so lost upon me. I don't understand the need to conquer the world. Just fly in your own air zones, my guy.
And this bird, what is your name?
I'm Pick-Caw! You can call
Pika.
me Pick.
Okay, bird person. The other one's like, um, I think you should call him by his name.
yeah, just calling him bird person alone doesn't really help with anything, or anybody for that matter.
Yeah, I'm not the only Aarakocra. I mean, it's rare to find us out in the open, but like, there's like a bunch of us out there.
And the other knight is like, yeah, well, and they kind of like elbows the other guy, elbows the other guy, like, yeah, I heard a lot of those come from the Eiderlands. Um, So most of the of like deserty area, mostly, not all of it, but, But they fly around too as well.
All right.
May I? You Earthwalkers tend to call me Pick, because Picross is a lot difficult for majority of you guys.
You know who else could also fly?
Woohoo!
Well, our leader. He got wings, but bigger wings.
No. Is he also an Aarakocra?
Or dragon.
No, he's not an Aarakocra. He is more like Campion, most like tiefling with wings.
Hmm.
I see.
Yes, and of course, him and his trusted seven. And anyway,
All right.
looks like you guys.
All right. So need to sign here, sign another one here, sign on the back of this form, sign on this form, and oh, this is gonna take me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Do all of us have to sign it, or just him?
Um, at least the two of you. One of you is gonna be the face of the investigation, if you will.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Hmm. And of course, we'll have an artist night drawing whoever is going to represent the group.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn in my paperwork here, and
Got it.
I guess I'll just wait here until you guys do the same.
All right. So you guys are going to sign. Wait, so Shiggy, who else wants to sign?
I guess I'll sign.
Okay.
So Pick just starts signing, and it looks like chicken scratch as he writes.
Yeah. So, um, and then he's like, just the signatures for the others, just down here and here, and he kind of like points at like the back of the package, like here, here, and here.
All right. Keeps on signing in chicken scratch.
All right, and then Figgy signs his, and Alphonse and Edward also do the same. So you guys,
Yeah.
eventually, like, um, sign the paperwork and everything, and the secretary, which has been signed the whole time, um, you know, she's like, okay, like with a bored voice, she's like, okay, thank you for your signage. She goes over and just starts to like look over them and kind of like stamps each one. All right. Process this in about a day or two. Come back before then. And then the other two knights is like watching over this hooded figure. Alright, so what do you guys want to do next?
All right.
Go to the shop and try to find me some armor.
Got it. Alrighty.
We will follow suit because there's nothing else for us to buy at the moment.
Okay.
I need he wants to Alphonse wants to find plate armor, heavy armor.
Play heavy armor. Okay.
I want
You
to go
get.
to the shop as well.
Okay, so
Try to find armor.
blacksmith or armor shop.
Can I try and teach Jackson how to hold a dagger?
Sure, sure. Yeah, you can do that. God damn it, really. Yes. Make it so. Alright, so as you guys are going to the which one? The armor shop or the blacksmith? Because they're both right next to each other. As Tamar can like lead you.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Cool.
So we can go there first and then head to mine.
Okay. So you go back into the shop and blacksmith just like is working on like you know a mace, and he kind of like stops. He's like, "Oh, you're back again. Hi, hello." And then he just goes over and
Hello.
he just slams on his two hands onto the counter. Hello, I'm popular today. Hi. uh, how may I help you? Sorry about too much. Hello, and like, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for plate armor, heavy armor.
Hmm. He takes out a cracker and just starts to eat it, but he's gonna be like, yes, we do sell plate armor. Let me see if we have anything in stock for that. And then goes over, off the counter and just starts to like look at the display, like, yes, we do have the last one. And like looks over it, turns it over, and kind of like goes back to the counter, and just lays it down, and then dusts it. Okay, this is a plate armor.
How much are you wanting for it?
He thinks about it. He's like, this is about 12 gold because it's kind of rare these days.
Oh shit.
You said 12?
Yes.
Sure. I'll hand them 12 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All the
Armor.
while, I just hold out my longbow and have my bird try clutching it with his claws.
All right. Give me. Let's see. How to teach a bird. Teach a bird.
It's mostly so my eagle can grab me anything that I need and bring it back to me.
How's that like teaching and
Like a little scout eagle to help me out.
Does
um,
he have
give
flint
me
armor?
weapon.
Flint armor?
Yeah, your plate armor.
Just plate?
Plate armor, and like it's kind of like neatly like decorated. Um,
Yeah, I got on me right now.
but yeah. So you're teaching. Give me an intelligence roll with advantage because people are around you.
So I got plate armor then?
Yeah,
17.
17.
That'd only increase it by 1.
So 17. Okay, so 17. Um, you teach him about the dagger one, the first dagger. Just grab with his claw. He's like, he's trying. He grabs a claw. He's getting the hang of it. He just starts to kind of like swing slightly with his talon, and then grabs it with his beak and kind of like starts to also sway with it, like kind of like shanking, pretend shank. And he puts down the dagger. He's like, kind of like flapping his wings, and he's just like prodding himself. He's like looking over at. She's like, ah!
I give him a big thumbs up. Yeah.
And he starts to like little bird dance.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, my AC was wrong the whole time.
Oh
Look
no.
at that.
Yeah.
I subtracted one instead of adding one.
Ah, okay.
Alright, so it'll take me an hour to take off my current armor and put on new armor.
Yeah.
So, I don't have it on yet. No, I do not.
Tomorrow,
My
kind of
AC
like
goes up by 2 though, which is good.
tomorrow, kind of like is kind of like outside a bit, like feeding the pigeons in the background.
12
And
gold for plate armor.
love it.
You said it was 12 gold for plate armor.
Yeah. Um. So,
I'll take plate armor as well.
plate armor.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, all right, and then he goes and grabs the last one out of the shelf, and you know, comes back and
Actually have no money. Let's go.
money. Here, chef, take my
Money,
money.
money, 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 money,
Money,
money,
money, money, money, money.
Apparently that's all I had in my thing was
It makes the world go around.
yeah, that was all
Basically.
armor.
Yeah. So, um, um, so you guys are in there just chilling, you're just vibing and stuff, and so after some time, what are you guys want to do after this? Anyone?
All right. It kind of like lagged off me for like a bit. Could you repeat that, please?
Does anybody want to do anything after going to the blacksmith and grabbing stuffs?
All right. I think I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my packaging and stuff has been taken care of. By the way, um,
Mm-hmm.
I did have a question. Hey, boys,
Yes.
did you happen to see Klein or anything on your way out?
History check.
Yes, history check, please.
I remember.
Flashbacks.
23.
23. All right, so like where you were going out, you kind of actually saw like Kling stuff kind of like in like the plaza, kind of like laying on like the bench and kind of like staring at the sky.
I relay what I remember.
Yes.
Well, that's good because that means we can use this opportunity to get the info that we need. But long story short, to keep you guys up to date about why she was so important to lock up in the first place, she came to us while we were doing some relic investigations, and turns out she was working for a much bigger person. One of say interesting qualities and or standards in life.
You just see Pick thinking on the word choice that you said bigger, and all I imagine is like a giant.
And I mean way bigger.
Now he's thinking about two giants tall.
Everyone's like, no, and it just starts to like kind of like do the height thing, like it's figure, like tall as me, kind of.
Pretty much.
So, should we go over to investigate this person, or should we go?
Sure.
Well, didn't they say that it
Alright.
would take only 20? It would take like a day for them to be prepped and ready for them for uh interrogation after we filed out all the forms.
Yes.
So we can't exactly do it right now, right?
No.
Well, well, at this point, then I think it's safe to say that we attempt to go find Commander, whatever he is, and then we all proceed to hold back to the hotel. From there, bright and early in the morning, we can go ahead and do our investigation skills on this person of interest, and then afterwards, we can get ready to head out over to the Silent Peak, as plans are not as we originally intended. Correct?
I was like, yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, good. Now, let's head on back. Remember the line P's and Q's. You know, your front, your backs, and your side to sides.
Right, right. Okay. You guys are together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, together. What do you guys want to do throughout the day? Besides, those plans.
Well, I guess to kill time until, the next day hits, Figgy's gonna attempt to start. Are we back at the hotel now?
Yeah. You guys are back to the hotel again, and you see the tiefling with another magazine. He's like, Boris like, oh hi, welcome back. Goes back to your
Hi,
reading.
hi.
Hi, hi. Alright.
What is this place?
Oh, this is the place where we're staying for the few days that we're in town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. And then you just see me walk outside as I fly onto the roof.
Oh. And then like the counter person's like, oh, you're a new face. Are you with them?
Who, me?
Yes.
I kind of already left to start making a nest on the roof of their building.
You just climb on the roof. Or the rafters.
Yeah.
You know what the rafters are?
Yeah, I just fly my way up there and start making a nest.
And then like the person that's behind the counter is like looks at it like, oh. And then they're like gives a bit of gold to her, and the other she's like, I'll pay for that one's rent.